Tony Rose Morning Show, 100.7 Sam FM with real music variety. Get your day started the right way. Good morning, Karen G.
Good morning. What's up?
I tell you, we're doing it. It's Friday.
I know.
In the studio with us, good friend of the show, and I appreciate what he's doing out there. It's the Outdoorsman, Cory Ramsey, our resident Bear Grylls. What's up, buddy? How you doing,
Good
man?
morning. Don't you know that it would be a coincidence that National Trails Day, which is tomorrow, would fall a day after National Donut Day, because you get full on donuts, you got to burn it off. So we're going to go hiking tomorrow.
Exactly.
And, you know, I went hiking last year, 42 hikes.
Right.
I lost 16 pounds just by hiking.
Wow.
We ought to have like a hiking diet plan.
You should start it. I think you got the market cornered on it.
You eat raisins and peanuts and hike thousands
Yeah.
of miles. There you go.
Well, so you think about it. You get out in the summer, you get out in the spring. You put a good. What's a good hike? What's a good not your advanced level, but not your beginner level. Yeah, length. Yeah.
I'd keep you under 10 miles, because anything after that, if you've never hiked before, or if you haven't done a whole lot of it, you're going to rub blisters on your feet and you're going to get sore joints.
Right.
Maybe not had prepared enough because you just hadn't been out enough. So if you're going out and just starting, I would limit yourself to about 10 or under.
Wow, and
that's about 3 hours. That's a good afternoon.
I was going to say that's a big number, but you say 3 hours.
You can cover about 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's not bad. I can handle that.
Yeah.
Now you talk about blisters and stuff like that. Is that a big problem?
That is, this time of year, especially because you're starting to sweat a little bit more. We get the temperatures up in the 90, 100-degree range, and the humidity's higher. And if you don't wear the proper socks, or if you don't have a boot that's been properly fitted, or maybe a boot you bought out at a discount place, it's maybe not the a Highline boot. You don't ever need to cut corners with your boots.
Right.
When you're going out and getting a boot, you need to get a top quality boot.
What's a good boot run somebody?
I wear Red Wings. They're over $100.
Okay.
But you got Merrills, you got I've got a pair of Columbias.
Okay.
And you can find those at several of the hiking outfitter stores around the area. Just go in there and go to a place that sells the hiking boots and ask them and say, hey, I'm going hiking. What do you recommend? And they know what's going on.
Right.
They help you out. But you're going to have to spend money on it.
At least $50-60 bucks.
Yeah, $50-60 at least.
Yeah.
But you can usually find a pretty good deal, something on sale. But don't go and spend $20 on a pair of shoes because you think, well, I'm going to get them muddy, I'm going to get them, messed up on the trail, because you'll end up hurting yourself. And if your feet are unhappy, you're going to be unhappy, and it's not a good hike.
What if you get out there, you're doing one of these hikes, and you're kind of too far to turn back, kind of deal. You got to finish it out, and you feel a blister coming up, or you feel something rubbing the wrong way. How do you fix that?
Well, you should have a first aid kit with you.
Okay.
I would recommend bringing that with you, and you can take that blister and you can kind of ease the fluid out of it a little bit, but you need to be careful. You need to guard against infection.
Right.
And so you have some moleskin, maybe they've got a donut hole for National Donut Day. They've got a donut hole Band-Aid you can go over it and kind of protect yourself there. I mean, honest to goodness, if you're out on the trail and something like this happens, say you're long distance hiking, the recommended thing to do is to take a day or two off. But if you're out there in the middle of nowhere and need to get out of the woods, I mean, it's going to hurt you.
Right.
Blister is one of the worst things that happen to you out on the trail.
Yeah.
And, I've had it happen before.
Right.
And sometimes you don't see it rise up until after you come back, home.
Right.
But occasionally you will get it out there on the trail, especially if you're hiking consecutive days. So you just have to be careful, because the infection is the thing that'll be the worst thing for the blister.
Yeah. What kind of socks you wear when you're hiking? Do you wear your regular socks, or you wear like a big woolly socks?
Personally, I wear some cotton socks, but we recommend something that wicks the moisture from your foot. But I'd get something, it's like the Under Armour shirts you wear these days, that wick moisture from you in the summertime. I'd also recommend doing that for your socks. They've got pants that do it now. You could just about the underwear and everything dress in an entire Under Armour outfit that would keep
Enrique
you dry.
Raul would love to go hiking, probably, because you can wear tight stuff.
There is a movement out there that you just hike naked. I think there's a National Hike Naked Day, which we're all going to participate in this year, and that's why I've been getting in shape. But I don't know when that is.
You're looking good there, Cory.
National Trails Day. We ought to just have National Hike Naked Day tomorrow as well, but I guess they'll have that sometime. I don't know when that falls.
I'm not
up on that either, personally.
I'll find a thorn bush. And I'm afraid what'll happen is I'll find a thorn bush.
Just don't stand around poison ivy.
You could do the Adam and Eve thing, though, and cover up with some fig leaves.
So I'm afraid that I would walk into one and it would hurt, but I'd kind of like it. I wouldn't know whether it would just stay there or not. That'd be my biggest problem.
It would be easier to see ticks.
Now, that's the thing, too. Let's talk about that, because I grew up, and look, we can see the ticks, on the dog ticks and everything. They're a lot bigger. But then suddenly they got these other ones.
Well, they're little bitty deer ticks. If you'll pick up the ballpoint pen on your desk, or if you're sitting there at home and look at it, the tip of that ballpoint pen, that's how big a deer tick is. You try to see that crawling around on your body. you know? And once it gets into your hairline, I mean, it's almost a lost cause. So you've got to check constantly. I was at Pennyrile State Resort Park, the forest there in Dawson Springs on Monday, hiking around there Memorial Day, and I found probably 15 ticks on me.
What?
And there were several of the dog ticks, the larger ones, but then there were some little bitty ones. I drove from Dawson Springs to Bowling Green about an hour and a half back on Monday, started to take my shower and looked, and one was on my chest, one of those little bitty ones, the deer ticks. And they'd been there, you know, crawling around on me for an hour and a half. And then you start to get the heebie-jeebies, you know, have I got Lyme disease, have I got Rocky Mountain spotted fever? I look pretty good right now, I guess, don't I, right?
Yeah.
You look alive. Okay,
you're good.
So I don't think I've got it, but I mean, the precaution is if you think you've been affected, just keep an eye on if you get flu-like symptoms, because that'll be what'll show up if you get a tick infection.
Well, some things to keep out there. Of course, all of your website too. They can keep up with it. Cory Ramsey Outdoors.com, right?
Right.
And midday live today.
Yeah, I'll be speaking tomorrow, National Trails Day at Lost River Cave, 1:30.
Okay.
And you can check out the information there on National Trails Day, AmericanHiking.org.
Okay, good stuff. Get out there. I'm a big fan. I think this is great. I think everybody needs to get physically active, get physically involved, and you don't have to be joining a gym, but you can get out and hike a trail.
In the woods, And
and we're talking about getting a good pair of boots. But you know, you pick up any hobby, you pick up golf, you're going to spend $500, $600, $700 on some good clubs. You know, invest in some good hiking equipment, and you know, a little money up front is better than a lot of money over the course of the time, I guess.
Well, think about this: you're out in the woods, right? And you're hiking around, you're getting your exercise. Also, the trees are putting off oxygen.
Yeah.
So you're getting a whole lot better air content. You're going to get working out in a gym, you know, with the sweat and smell and all that. So
it smells a lot better too.
Sure.
So, Cory, always appreciate it, buddy. Seriously, I appreciate what you're doing a lot of good stuff, informing, get people up there. What do you think about the PP thing?
Well, it's a tragedy.
Sound off about it now.
You know, I don't think that it's people are putting it in the back of their mind on the back burner maybe, and saying, you know, it's down there in the Gulf, it's miles away, but now it's washing up on the shore. This is not a problem that's going to go away in 6 to 12 months. This is something that's going to stick around for a few years. The cleanup, washing off the animals, we see those pelicans and all that covered up and all. That's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And the fact of the matter is, they haven't found out a way to stop it yet. We're still pouring out 46 million gallons of oil already into the Gulf of Mexico. It's starting to wash up on beaches. If you're stepping around on some of the beaches down there near the Gulf, they say the beaches look white, but when you step down, the oil oozes up out of the sand. That's not good. That's not good for tourism. It's not good for the environment at all.
So, well, hopefully they'll figure out something there. And real quick before I let you get out of here, what's the status of all the parks from the flooding that we had over the last few months, or last month or so? How's everybody rebuilding, recovering right now?
Parks are looking good. The water levels have dropped. I have been advising people for the past several weeks on Kentucky Backcountry, the weekly show here, that they would call ahead to the park and just see if the marinas are open. I was watching a report on BKO here earlier this week, and they said the main threat right now is driftwood in the lakes. And if you're riding a boat around at high speed and hit something like that, you're going to be in trouble. So just take some precautions right now if you're heading out. The parks are still open. They want your business. They want you to visit. They want you to have fun here this summer, and that's what it's all about. And they need your support right now. So get out and enjoy it and see what's going on out there.
Appreciate it. As always, Cory Ramsey. Looking for him on Midday Live today. Lost River Cave tomorrow morning, right? What time are you going to be out there?
Yeah, I'll be out there. The Lost River Cave festivity starts at 10. I'll be there at 1:30.
1:30 tomorrow. Go out here and speak and get you educated about some hiking and outdoors living. Good stuff. 7:43 on your Friday morning. It's 100.7 Sam FM with real music variety.